Today, Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, dramatic events unfolded in Venezuela as the United States launched large-scale military strikes against targets in Caracas and other regions of the country. Explosions were reported around 2 a.m. local time, and residents heard multiple blasts and saw low-flying aircraft over the capital and nearby areas. The U.S. Federal Aviation Authorities even issued temporary flight restrictions due to ongoing military activity. U.S. President Donald Trump announced on social media that the United States had successfully carried out a significant strike on Venezuela, and that Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, were captured and flown out of the country as a result of the operation. Trump described the mission as a coordinated effort with U.S. law enforcement and military units, and promised more details in an upcoming press conference. This extraordinary action represents a major escalation in the already tense relationship between Washington and Caracas. Over the past months, U.S. forces had increased their presence in the Caribbean as part of broader pressure against the Maduro regime, framing their operations as part of efforts to combat drug trafficking and organized crime linked to Venezuela. The Venezuelan government denounced the strikes as an act of imperialist aggression. Defense officials declared a national state of emergency and called for all armed forces to resist foreign intervention. The defense minister emphasized that the military was mobilized to defend Venezuelan territory and alleged that civilian areas had been hit in the early morning attacks. Meanwhile, Vice President Delcy Rodriguez stated that the government did not know the whereabouts of Maduro or his wife and urgently demanded proof of life. The absence of independent confirmation about the reported capture has added to confusion both domestically and internationally. Around the region, reactions have been swift and varied. Colombia announced that it was sending armed forces to its border with Venezuela amid concerns about possible refugee flows and broader instability. Colombian leaders condemned the attacks as violations of sovereignty and called for international meetings to address the crisis. Other governments and international actors have also voiced strong responses. Some allied nations criticized the strikes as a violation of international law and urged restraint, while others called for diplomatic solutions to ease rising tensions. The European Union reminded all parties of the need for respect of international law and peaceful dialogue. The situation remains fluid, with limited reliable information coming out of Venezuela. News organizations and global leaders are closely monitoring developments, as the implications of these military actions could have profound effects on regional security, global diplomacy, and international norms regarding sovereignty and the use of force. In summary, on January 3rd, 2026, the United States carried out military strikes in Venezuela, reported explosions were heard in the capital and other areas, and U.S. authorities claim President Nicolas Maduro and his wife have been captured and taken out of the country. The Venezuelan government rejects these claims, condemns the intervention, and has declared a national emergency. The international community is watching closely as this situation continues to develop.